That's a little preview. We got student theater performance coming up, Nika. That's
I'm
always
excited.
fun. Yeah, we always learn something on the show, and today is no exception. Want to introduce you to the working classroom, and I want you to meet Meggan Gomez, who is theater education director for the working classroom. Good to have you on the show.
It's nice to be here. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, doing a little work on TV. That's always a good thing.
It is always a good thing.
Bring
it's
your students
nice.
down.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great experience for the students for sure.
Working classroom. Describe what you do.
So Working Classroom is an arts and theater organization, and we specialize in providing incredibly rigorous training, both in theater and visual art. We create original work that's generally research-based. So almost everything that we do has some sort of research component. For example, with Bocon, the show is about unaccompanied minors, basically. So they've had to read the New York Times, read the Washington Post, read articles about what's happening in the news right now and about what's happening with immigration, particularly with young people.
So this show, Bocon, is all about what's going on with the Central American immigrants who are on their way here and all of that.
Right. So Working Classroom, one of the things that we really pride ourselves in and something that we take very seriously is that we are also a social action organization. There's always some sort of interest in telling the story that's not being told right now, generally highlighting what we call historically ignored communities. And so this is part of that. Bocon is a really great play that's really fun to watch, but has this social message that's really important as well.
Wow.
Who wrote this?
The play was written by Lisa Loomer in 1986, 88, something like that. And it's going to be directed by Rebecca Mayorga, who is actually a Working Classroom alumni. She came to Working Classroom when she was in high school and went to school on Working Classroom scholarships. And now she has her own theater company in Madrid, Spain, and we are lucky enough to have her back to teach and to do this, to direct the show.
Wow. That's a great story.
It's a great story, and Working Classroom is full of them. It's amazing. We have a lot of really wonderful people doing great things all over the world.
So where do you find the students? Do they come to you? Do you go find them?
Both. So part of my job and part of Joel's job, who you're going to see, is we recruit students. We actually go to schools and we tell them about Working Classroom. We let them know what's going on. We also go to different festivals and put up booths places. Like we'll be at the Dia de los Muertos parade. We try to get all over town. We try to do a lot of community activities, a lot of community engagement, and we try to connect our students to those organizations as well.
Wow.
We are actually enrolling for classes right now. We have a new round of classes that start on November 3rd. And we even have a really exciting stage combat class coming up with a guest artist from Hollywood. He's been doing stunt work for 20 years, and he's going to be teaching students how to do all kinds of combat without hurting each other.
How much fun is that?
Yeah.
Sword fighting and all that stuff, huh?
Yeah, punching and kicking and hair pulling and choking, all those fun things. Yeah.
And where are you guys located?
We're located at 423 Atlantic Avenue Southwest. It's located in Borellis. So just about, I'd say, 8 blocks south of downtown.
Great.
So we're going to have a little performance here. You want to set it up and tell us
Okay, so yes, what you're going to be seeing today is Joel Garcia, our community outreach coordinator, who comes to us by way of Public Allies, and our young actor, Jess Liesfeld. And she is new to us this year. We first met her in Theater of the Oppressed. What you're going to see today is just a scene between Bocon, which means loudmouth or nonconformist in Spanish, and Jess is playing Bocon and is asking her father, or his father, she's playing a boy named Miguel, and Miguel is asking his father about the soldiers and why the soldiers.
Great. Well, let's turn on the lights and check out the scene. Here we go.
But how did the people disappear, Papa? Does the earth just open up and suck them in? Or maybe it's the duendes, those little green people that try to trick you into their caves. Or maybe it's those ships that come down from the sky. Or maybe
the soldiers.
I know.
Vámonos, Miguel. Norte. North.
But why are the soldiers so angry with us, Papa? If the soldiers are supposed to protect us, why is everybody afraid of them?
It's a long story.
A lot of my father's stories were long, but it was a long walk to the fields.
When the earth was about your age, there was one man, Adam.
I know. The guy who ate the apple. And he said, this apple is so good, I'm going to...
Sell it. Well, God didn't like Adam selling his apples because they weren't Adam's apples.
Adam's apples.
They were the earth's apples. And God was so angry, he took his machete and chopped Adam into 3.
Como una manzana.
And God said, Adam, I'm going to take your head, Adam, and out of your head I'm going to make the rich man. Just a big head and a pair of hands for grabbing. Then I'm going to take your arms and your back and make the poor man. And the poor man will work the fields to put food in the rich man's mouth. Y ya, a ver, mijo, what's left? ¿Qué falta?
The foot. See. And God said, Adam, I'm going to take your foot, Adam, and out of your foot I'll make
The soldiers. And the soldiers will kick the poor man to do the rich man's work forever. Y ya, mijo, that's the world. Pues Adam forgot. We used to be one man. And all that changed in thousands of years. Because now the soldiers got a boot. A dirty one too. Y fea. Y cochina también.
Papa, not so loud, Papa. The soldiers will hear you. They'll think you're laughing at them.
But I am laughing at them. Big, ugly boot. Smelly. Fea y apestosa también. But one day, mijo, the poor man's gonna put down his machete and raise his arms and tell the soldiers, no, no more. See?
See, Papa.
No más. Eso, soon. A trabajar.
Mira, Papa.
The feather quetzal. The bird of freedom. Vete, Miguel. Run. Show your mother. Tell her it's for good luck.
See, Papa.
Wow.
That's really good.
Good job.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah, we're excited.
That was very impressive. And people can come see this show.
People
as well,
can come
right?
see the show. So the show opens on November 7th. There'll be 6 public performances Friday through Sunday from the 7th to the 16th. Fridays and Saturdays are at 7 p.m. and Sundays are at 3 p.m. And there's some special events as
How
well.
many are in this cast?
There's only 6 in the cast, and there's only 1 technically adult. He just turned 23, so he's pretty young too. But most of the 6, the youngest is 12, and the oldest is 18 of those 5 students that we have.
Wow.
So it's really exciting to have basically almost all young cast.
What I'm curious about are these students, do they have acting experience, or is this something that they want to do to learn how to express themselves?
Well, it's both. They have a varied amount of acting experience, but one of the things that we do at Working Classroom is that we have conservatory training. So we met Jess when we did a Theater of the Oppressed class, which is all about creating original theater, improvisation style, but with social issues in mind. We also teach things like clowning, improvisation, stage combat, scene work, and we have different guest artists who come in. We're really lucky to get people, to teach voice, movement. So they get a very large scope when they get to do theater training at Working Classroom. And they come from all over the country.
Well, since you're starting new classes, how do people reach you guys and sign
Well,
up?
you can go to our website. It is www.workingclassroom.org.
Right there.
That's a very good way. You can get all of our information there. You can also call us at 505-242-9267. And we're also on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on pretty much any social network you can imagine. If you just Google Working Classroom, you'll find us, but we are happy to talk with anyone. We specifically help low-income families. All of our students are there on scholarship. So the majority of our students, anyone whose family income is $25,000 or under, only pays $10 for a 6-week course.
Wow.
It's
What a
basically
deal.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll grow as a person.
You'll grow as
by
a person,
doing this.
absolutely.
Yes, no
And one
doubt
of the
about it.
great things about Working Classroom is that it's a very open and accepting environment. So it's really good for anyone who's looking for that place to call home and looking for that family outside of their own family.
Yeah. Wonderful.
really special
Meggan,
place.
great to learn about you guys, and I
Yeah.
want to thank our young actors for a wonderful performance. Thank you
Yes,
guys.
thank you.
And
Thank you.
Meggan Gomez with Working Classroom on the Morning Brew. Nika and I will be right back after this.